What do you think?
Good afternoon and welcome to the Facilities Committee of September 1st. I call this meeting to order. Mr. Helms is on the phone and Mrs. Helms and Mrs. Merrill and myself are present. I would like to add something to the agenda, Sun Valley High School and bond sales tax refund. So I would need a motion to approve the amended agenda.
Motion to approve the amended agenda. Second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
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 The first thing on the agenda is the Piedmont High School bids. Mr. Burnett.
Thank you. We received bids for the Piedmont High School grandstand and concessions. Can you all hear me okay? Okay. We received bids for the Piedmont High School Stadium grandstand, new softball concessions, press box, upgrades to the softball field, practice fields, and various window replacements and the PE locker room renovation. We had 8 contractors, which is fantastic, that submitted bids. WC Construction Company provided the lowest bid at $2,102,000. That includes alternates 1 through 8. That is within budget. This funding source is the 1920 CIP. So staff is requesting the Facilities Committee to recommend the Board of Education approve contracting with WC Construction Company in the total amount of $2,102,000 pending legal review of the contract.
Okay, so I note in the Morrisburg's letter that we have never used WC Construction before. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, but they seem to be recommending it.
Yeah, so we did check references. We had a lengthy discussion and phone call with the contractor and with Morrisburg.
Okay.
And that we didn't see any reason not to recommend award.
So it's under our budget, and I'm happy that we were able to get some additional things in. The decorative fencing and brick piers, I assume that's kind of like at Sun Valley High School that's going up right now. I like that a lot. It's very nice. I appreciate that. Scoreboard boards. Are we scoreboards? Are we talking about football field, baseball field, both fields, softball fields? What are we talking about?
It is a couple fields.
Okay.
I believe it is baseball and softball.
Okay. But not the football stadium?
I'd have to check on that one.
Okay, can you check that
can.
for us? Thank you. And since we're talking about the football field, do they have the huddle clock too there?
The
Huddle
what?
clock, the 25-second, what's it called? What's it called? Okay, sorry, the 25-second clock.
Yeah, that wasn't in our scope. I would imagine that it's already there.
Okay.
At each of the high schools.
Can we
Check on it.
We can check on that too.
And
Thank
can
you.
we find, if it's not, if the football field scoreboard is not part of this project, can you tell us when it was last replaced?
We'll look that up. Yes.
Yes, I would like to make sure that we're doing so they got the home side done and now they're getting the visitor side, but we don't want to leave something not done if we can get it done. How's that for an answer? Is that good? Okay. Anything else anybody has on the Piedmont? Not, I need a motion to recommend to the full board approving the contract with WC Construction in the total amount of $2,102,000 pending legal review of the contract.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, so that's 4-0. So the next item is just not an action item, but an information. Sun Valley High School continues to be under construction. We told the community that it should be done by, what's the date?
So what we were pushing back the in-person learning to September 29th. The project won't be done at that point, but as far as all the occupiable requirements, we expect that those will be met.
So the teachers will still be working there until so they can still work there
They
in
can,
the old
of course,
parts of the
yes.
building, not in the G&H. Okay. Okay. Does anyone else have any questions on that? Okay. So the next item that we added was the bond sales tax. As people may or may not know, that in order to get the sales tax, and you guys can correct me when I'm wrong, on bond projects, we deed the property over to the county and they get the sales tax refunds for us, correct? Okay. So we were due about $180,000 in sales tax refunds, and a member of our staff called over to the county to find out about where we were with the sales tax refund, and found out that our true-up fund included the $180,000 in sales tax refunds. So just to remind everybody, our true-up funds were $1,238,000 this year, which is about more than half of what we normally get. But at no point did I ever hear that it included $180,000 in sales tax refunds. Anybody else hear that?
That you are correct. And when we had our joint meeting at the Ag Center,
In February, right?
Yeah, we were extremely concerned and confused about the amount of true-up dollars we were receiving. And let's be really clear what true-up funds are. True-up funds are tax dollars that our citizens send in that exceed the percentage of citizens that they thought were going to, pay their sales tax. So when more people pay their sales taxes, any additional funds should be split up, whether it's regarding county operations, Union County Public Schools, etc. So in years past, our true-up dollars have been just that, dollars that came in from people paying their local property taxes and any other taxes. So I'm extremely confused how they could mix those dollars with bond taxes, bond sales tax. I'm not even clear that accounting wise or code wise that you would be able to throw those two sets of dollars in together and not inform the school when we ask the questions at the February meeting when, our true up was half of what we thought, which now it's really more like 25% of what we thought.
Yeah. I guess the other question, is that how we typically get the sales tax refund on bond projects, is through our true up fund? Does anyone? No. Okay. Nope. So it's out of the ordinary, and I guess that we should.
And the only reason our accounting staff or finance staff discovered it is because they keep a log of when bond sales tax monies are received, and that line item was empty or blank. And that was the whole reason we're like that. Thank goodness, one of our employees discovered that we had never received that, as we always have. And so they called over to the county to find out where that bond sales tax revenue was. And according to that county employee, they just mixed it in with the true up funds and didn't tell anyone. I'm still concerned that you can mix those accounting codes because they're very, very different dollars.
I agree too. I think we're going to have more conversations about this to try to understand how this changed without anybody telling us that it had changed. But I just wanted to make sure, we wanted to make sure that the rest of the committee knew what was going on as well. And we'll have a conversation about it in the finance committee as well, so that the board members are aware of it. Okay, anything else?
No.
The next item is the next meeting is September 17th at 9 a.m. at the PDC. And I think that's it. So, oh wait, do we have there's no closed session, right? Okay. So I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Thanks, Matt.
Thanks. See you in a little bit.
Bye.
Bye.